Sunday morning. Good morning, Sunday morning.
We're 40 Sunday mornings out from normal and the world is not the same. Said you waited for a warning, but the warning never came. Don't shine a light in my face.
Nancy gonna cut you a check too late. 2 years after your funeral's paid, 2 years after the grave, she'll be a little stronger for all of the dollars she saved. Watching you wake, watching you cling to your family slipping away. Watch her do nothing but pray. Watch her condemn the Republicans, take them to brunch and then shrug it away. Now watch us be outraged half of a day, then pick a new hero to face our leaders and think they could beat them, playing the game they played since Pelosi had real human blood in her veins. They're all one and the same, sold off stocks and they all maintain that the risk was benign and the virus was tame. Flash forward and 40 Sunday mornings fade, 250,000 people and it's wake and the cruise ship sailed today. So motherfucker, don't shine a light in my face. Wait.
Good morning, Sunday morning. Good morning,
Wait.
Sunday morning.
We're 40 Sunday mornings out from normal and the world is not the same. Said you waited for a warning, but the warning never came. Don't shine a light in my face. Said you waited for a warning, but the warning never.
If you fool me once, it's because I didn't think a guard was needed. If you fool me twice, it's because I didn't learn the lesson, so it bears repeating. If you try the same play 3 times running, it's because you know what's coming, and you didn't come to lead, you came to purposefully be misleading. Democracy is dry, it's been a century bleeding. The husk is gaping open to the sky, out in the field where all the sheep just keep on circling and worrying and bleeding. They're waiting for the shepherd that they've tried to hide their faith in, but he's so appealing. They'd gladly give their fleece, it's such a freeing feeling that even when he leads them to the ledge and starts to urge them on, they're positively beaming. They were told that they were on their way to save democracy, so even as they plummet, they just gloat, they don't consider screaming. And halfway up the cliff, the shepherd's cozy little mittens wrap around the staff of shattered human hopes on which he's leaning. He shows the gentle grin that used to stir your inner spark, and he says, "Not me, us," as he gestures to the oligarchs. He knows that if he runs, they're gonna stop him like a stolen car. And he'll easily surrender because it bought a lot of time for laying mines in all the grassroots. Suddenly, the tiniest of movements gets you blown apart. Suddenly, you're in a play that's set on an election day, and voting for the fire, unaware you're playing Joan of Arc. Suddenly, the shepherd pulls the rug and slips a hood across your clueless mug, and everything goes zero dark. I'm gonna warn you once more before it's 2024 and you fuck around and find out who your heroes are. To take a step back from the herd and you'll learn that you can spot who all the shearers are. If you really want to know the product that they're selling, I can take you where the mirrors are. If you think your voice is finally ready, I can tell you where the lyrics are. I hid them in a box I had to bury neath the cobble when they carpet bombed the promenade and raided all the street bazaars. Now all we've got's the marketplace, and you're too broke to even bother asking what the options for your treatment are. Suddenly, the raw debris of homeless human dignity will find it has 100 teeth for every badge and sweeper's arm. Suddenly, they speak in solidarity and each is armed. Suddenly, the sheep can see the shepherd for his truest form and all pitch in at once to help him buy the farm. And now it's zero dark, and all is calm and peaceful save the distant wail of sirens that approach beside the flames of dawn. Suddenly, the carrot's just a string that's on a stick, and all your movements make you sick because the prize is gone. Now, we could go and flee into the forest low and meek, or we can exercise our right to feast and go and graze on Biden's lawn. 'Cause he's been sowing seeds that seep a toxin out to sap a bit from each of us and keep on leeching decades after Biden's gone. So regardless who they summon out of hell to come and do the job, it will not feel like Biden's gone. But in that time of hopelessness, you cannot trust the shepherd when he once again comes asking you to humor him his siren song. And it's cute that you can innocently, honestly assume that's just a symptom of a system that was wired wrong, and not the standard feature, basic function, primary objective of a mass hypnosis firebomb. You don't need to know the words to cry along. Someday it'll hit you like an officer who pistol whipped their ride along. Broke his jaw and kept his job and kept it moving right along. That voting isn't red or blue or black or white or right or wrong. Voting's like a firing squad where you can choose the firearm. It's slow extinction by and large. It's Super Tuesday supercharged. It's all your futures, roots and all, just tossed out on a garbage barge. It's everybody dropping out to push the biggest oligarch. It's everybody voting fire, registered as Joan of Arc.
What did you see?
It couldn't have been me, sir. I was front row in my AOC t-shirt, foie gras sucking on a press release, sir. My head down, fourth shot, good little sheep, sir. Sit down, sweetie. The adults are gonna speak first. They trust the science and they're terrified of research. Here to thank our healthcare heroes, they've been feeding to the burnout, feet first. Until suddenly they dip mid-shift, take a header off a bridge. Such a shame, they were really such a sweet nurse. Now they'll never get the card and the cold slice of pizza meant to thank them for their teamwork. Now they'll never get the baggie full of checks mixed, which would be the one reward they'd see for the moms they had to intubate. And the countless cries of grief since we've been haunted by the specter of the C word. Now all the applause for our healthcare heroes rings a very hollow note because we played it out like Freebird. See, add the ones and zeros in our fragile checks and balances are checks for all the wealthy who have such unholy talents that we think it's patriotic that we all got zero balances. And re-elect Pelosi so she'll face our toughest challenges. Which is analogous to water from a drowning man. Nancy disregards our impoverished with a spiteful and dismissive little waving of her withered hand. 'Cause 500,000 freezing on the streets is Biden's winter plan. And I bet you swore they told you you were voting for a different man. But really all you wanted was a different man. It didn't make a fucking difference if he finishes the previous inhabitant's agenda and starts auctioning protected land. Biden's born to leap at any war a donor's check demands. Turns out that you can't cure greed once it infects a man. Once they lose respect for human life and focus all their fucking efforts on the oil baron rescue plan. Honey, what are we to Hecuba or Hecuba to us that if she's starving we should give a damn? Why should we be moved to tears if someone isn't eating? We won't even recognize that food is essential to our being. It's just us and motherfucking Israel who will not guarantee that food's a basic human right. Because starvation is our favorite tool of genocide disguised as sanctioned democratic healing. That's me in the corner, losing my religion, gouging out my eyes and then dancing on the ceiling. Jesus fucking Christ, what a feeling.
Hey, what about you, eyeballs? What did you see?
I think I liked it better being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I Suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. I thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry.
My favorite songs don't hit the same way. I get to the end of a 4-minute track and I'm only looking back thinking, what did they actually say? So I try to sit down with my wife and watch TV, but I just see propaganda elevating the police in the simplest of sitcom banter, and tiny little altars full of offerings to corporate masters in every well-planned wide pan shot of the name brand stocking up the pantry. Pull back one long tracking shot out to the garage to the logo on the Camry. Nice tight shot of the Camry. Close-up view of the Camry, slow pan up on the Camry, long slow zoom to the unmoving human who's up in the front with the tube pumping fumes to him straight from the back of the Camry. Ashamed he just could not provide for himself, let alone for his family. It's a blue pill mindset that spent 2020 making dance beats.
I think I liked it better being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride, and thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry.
Ignorance is bliss, which explains why a lot of us are so fucking happy. Quick to take the trip for all its trappings. Never one to ask what's up, what's going on, or God forbid what's happening. A lot of us would strap into the ride and then spit right in the eye of the guy whose job it is to snap your fastenings. But maybe we're all born with that capacity. Maybe each of us comes standard with humor, compassion, malice, and audacity. Some of us are blind to the system, but some see it fine and say this is how it has to be. Some of us can stare wide-eyed at a nationwide human catastrophe and only offer platitudes and recipes. And I wish that I could tell myself that nothing's worth obsessing past my everyday necessities. I wish that I could try fake news over anything that threatened me, tune out our abuses and consume a little levity. Wish that I could offer up my son a smoother destiny.
IndependentLeft.news. Indie.
What's up, Indie?
IndieNews.Network.
Indie. I get news from Independent Left.
IndependentLeft.news.
IndependentLeft.news.
Indie Left Media.
Independent Left News.
Indie Left.
Independent Left News.
Independent Left Media.
Indie Media.
Indie Left.
Indie.
Indie.
Indie Left News.
Indie Left.
Hi, Indie!
Indie Left News.
Subscribe to IndieNews.Network.
We're world building.
Your way of assisting, I feel like, is really cool.
IndependentLeft.news.
Independent Left News.
I'm a huge fan.
He created INN.
The founder of Independent News Network.
Indy is the founder of Indie News Network.
Thank you, IndependentLeft.news.
A huge thank you and shout out to Indie Left.
Everyone, check out Indie Left News.
Hey, Indie Left.
IndependentLeft.news.
Indie.
Hi, Indy.
Indie Left. Indie Left News.
Indie News.
Independent Media.
Independent Left News has done an amazing job.
How is everybody? It's Sunday night. Whoa, look at this. Check out this whole new look and feel. And wow, new shoes, new look, new wow. We got Reef still here. He hasn't changed.
Mm-hmm.
We still got good brick.
It's still here.
It's a good brick.
It is a good brick.
It's a very good brick. And now you're aligned with the sound, so that's good. I see we've got a bunch of people already here chilling out, and I love that. Hi, everybody. Yeah, we did a little bit of a rebrand. You saw at the end of the video. Thank you, Jimmy, again for the theme song. Jimmy Meets World, or Jimmy Saves World, and also at Image Productions. If you find her on the Twitter and on the Instagram, you can hire her and hook her, and she'll hook you up with a kick-ass theme song too, like that. So yeah, I've been spending this week working on this rebrand and getting rid of the bong father. Not getting rid of, but retiring, and we're going to use them in certain occasions. But this fits a lot better, and the response has been pretty positive, and excited about that. And new month, new quarter, new everything. So we are raring and ready to go. So what have you been up to, man? I know you've had a hell of a week.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta put my dog down, unfortunately. That sucks.
Yeah.
Like she killed another little small dog that came into the yard, which, by the way, I hate little small dogs. Little yappy little shits. Yeah. You know, coming in all hot, not realizing there's something that might murder them.
Your own yard,
but yeah, it sucks.
Well,
but
so,
what are you gonna do?
Yeah. We thought there was going to be a Tar stream this week, but apparently things are getting shifted around. So we're going to see when the next Tar stream is. But everybody check out the Tar Reed channel. She's been putting up a new clip every morning at about 10 a.m. Eastern. So check those out. And those are back from her series of interviews over the last 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. How Did We Miss That? How Did We Miss That? Is a show and podcast streaming live on Rockfin. Welcome, animators and everyone on Rockfin. YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, Odyssey, Telegram, Substack, and of course, I have to do that, turn it on independentleft.news, Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, available on all your favorite podcast platforms too. Co-hosted by me, I'm Indy, and you can see that now. I'm Indy. I'm not just the Bong Father, but I'm Indy. Yay! And you can see our Twitter is up there.
Yay!
I'm founder and editor of Independent Left News, or Indie Left News. Leftits.today, and actually we changed that. It's now independentleft.media.today or indiemedia.today. See, I'm messing this up. And of course, I got this guy next to me, Reef Breland. He's INN's technical director, IndieNews.Network's technical director, the host of Reef After Dark when it runs, and there will be one hopefully next week, and the host and creator of INN News. We are both founding members of the Indie News Network, which is a collaborative family of 23 independent content creators. We are live on our channel as well as on Indie News Network right now, everywhere. All the stories were featured in independentleft.news between Sunday and Friday. It is impossible to keep up with this fire hose of developing news on IndieLeft.news all week long. These are just a few of the stories, out of the big stories, out of the hundreds that we see. Please make sure share this link, like the stream, sub to our channels on all the platforms where you watch and listen. We're everywhere. 5-star reviews on podcasts. Updated the ticker, but I do want to give, of course, a shout out to the person who made our thumbnail. And here is the thumbnail. That's Big Mad Crab. Thank you, Big Mad Crab. And then we've got Phantomos Phanto, who does our editing. And we've got Chris Gilman, the resident skeptic, as well as Fred Edward, Airwaves, over on the Twitters and Instagram, sharing and driving and going crazy. Also on Facebook. Thank you, Fred, for sharing on Facebook. So, yeah, it's been a crazy big week. Thanks, everybody, on the Substack. Been a rebrand on the Substack. Been doing a lot of work with that. But I think this is cleaner. It's easier for everybody to understand who we are, what we do, and what we're all about. Thank you again, of course, to all our patrons and our supporters. I've got them in the ticker. We still have, few of them, and we really do appreciate all the help they give us. So we've got some stories tonight and a special announcement. Very excited about that. We are 5 minutes in, so that's good. Okay. First story, and this is going to be about a fast food strike. And a good one. How about that? Like, normally we have crap, and we're dealing with a lot of negative stories. And Animair says, I'm so sorry, Reef, and thank you for that. John Kemper, welcome, everybody. So 1,000 fast food workers strike at San Francisco airport. Woohoo! Okay. So this is how it started. All right. So the first story comes from Socialist Alternative. All right. Rob Brooke. Okay. And this is a two-parter. So part one is they go on strike for 3 days. Right. Punitive rents, spiraling inflation, escalating inequality led to a 99.7% vote by baristas, bartenders, and cooks working at SFO at San Francisco Airport. Picket signs as they began their all-out strike on September 26th said it all. One job should be enough, right? One job. 1,000 unionized workers striking SFO restaurants have not had a raise in 3 years. Their average wage of $17 an hour may be okay in some parts of the U.S., but San Francisco, where rents average $3,400 a month, these wages are way below poverty levels. Most workers' hourly pay doesn't even afford them a sandwich or a burger at their workplace. The Hotel Restaurant Employees Union Local 2 social media campaign with 500,000 views was highlighted, right? And here it is. Right, saying D2, workers, almost all the airports, restaurants, bars are on the picket lines after years without a raise. We're tired of working 2 or 3 jobs just to survive. Right, so here's some pictures of people on the picket lines, and they're being interviewed at the airport. According to Cornell University study, right, workers reporting an 82% increase in the number of strikes this year. That's good, over this time last year. Like I said, was this good? Was this strike timber? I certainly would brand it that. And we're gonna see if Striketober 2 happens, because last year they called it Striketober. So workers are exhausted from the flexibility that bosses are demanding. They're tired of working extra shifts. They're doubly done with not being able to pay their bills, and then inflation came along, made everything worse. One striker said she sometimes sleeps in her car to save money, gas money between shifts. This is no way to live.
Nope.
No, agreed. While the union won workers' pensions and health benefits, something almost unheard of in hospitality jobs, unions should never have agreed to no raises in 2019 contract, which has seen wages frozen for 3 years. After 9 months of negotiations with employers, the workers just had enough. On top of this, Thursday, September 27th, Southwestern United flight attendants organized informational picketing at 21 airports, highlighting the generalized need for coordinated strike action across the airline industry, which has raked in billions of dollars in profits. Happy Rocktober, absolutely. On September 16th, right? Rocktober. On Friday, September 16th, ahead of the strike, union members occupied and shut down the road around Terminal 3 in an act of civil disobedience to show that they were serious about this fight. 41 workers were arrested, with the leader of the California Federation of Labor, Lorena Gonzalez, supporting on the sidelines. But we need the leader of the 2 million unionized workers to do more than make publicity visits. San Francisco Airport should be completely shut down by sympathy strikes of other airport workers alongside mass civil disobedience. Agreed. Such an action would amplify the need for other workers to get organized right now. People want to fight, but where is the leadership? Well, here's why. At the recent ATU International Convention, the delegates voted unanimously for a motion for cost of living allowance plus a 1% for all contracts. This was put forward by Socialist Alternative members in the ATU. This policy, if enacted broadly, would mean all workers would be getting 8 to 9% raises this year and keep ahead of the inflation cyclone that's destroying workers' living standards. That would be badass. The courageous fighting San Francisco Airport fast food and restaurant workers deserve a break. They deserve to have to only work one job and deserve a raise that will keep ahead of inflation. Seems pretty simple and basic, right?
Yep.
It's amazing that somebody even has to write that article. But here's what's good. San Francisco airport workers end strike after pay victory. Quote, the strike was so worth it to give my family a better life. So what did they get? Jake Johnson from Common Dreams lays out. Care Bears. Right. And you'll notice this picture. It's really funny. But Crab took this picture from Common Dreams and it cut off this woman at the like halfway up the sunglasses originally, and she looked like Mr. Wilson from home improvement in the original photo, so we just cut it down to the sign. So what happened? So they reached a tentative deal that includes significant pay raises and improved healthcare benefits. It still has to be ratified by union members. What? I lost a co-host, but that's okay. Has to be ratified by union members. Came after around 1,000 of them walked out, temporarily shutting the operations of many of the airport's food and drink spots, right? We know this. We know they're represented by United here. They noted they hadn't received a wage increase, whatever, in 3 years, as costs of living have surged. Right. We've heard all of this. We read this in the Socialist Alternative. So this strike was so worth it to give my family a better life. My son's in college. He had to switch from full-time to part-time just so he could work. Jeez. Someone who worked there 30 years, too. With the raises. One, I can help my son go back to school full-time. So union negotiated a huge deal. Okay, called the pay hikes huge. But said the details wouldn't be released. Huge. Wouldn't be released until after the workforce holds a ratification vote on Sunday. That's today. I have not seen an update on that yet. In August, 99.7, like we said, had voted to authorize the strike. Okay, this victory shows the world that fast food jobs can in fact be good, family-sustaining jobs, and it's all because workers had the courage to strike. After 3 years without a raise, fast food workers were tired of working 2 or even 3 jobs just to survive. So they took their lives into their own hands and won a better future.
Nice.
Well, let's find out what they got.
How did they actually win?
Well, it hasn't been announced yet. We have to look, but they're celebrating, and we'll see. Strike came amid, a broader wave of labor actions across the U.S. Companies continue to rake in record profits. So. Citing data, and then we've got some high level stuff because they don't have the answer as to what the workers are going to do. But there you go. Strikes in 2022 so far have significantly outpaced activity 2021. 180 strikes involving 78,000 workers in the first 6 months, compared with 102 and 26,500 last year. Yeah. Okay. You know why? Because costs are going up and wages are not. But what happens? They want to strike. They don't want to work. Yeah. Yep. We still need a general strike. Absolutely. General strike. Calling for general strike as long as we have some kind of strike fund to support these people while we're striking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, this was a union that went on strike. They had structure. They had support. They had a plan in place. And they did it for only 3 days. Right. Starbucks workers organized. Yep. Starbucks workers have organized over 70 strikes so far this year in response to poor working conditions and employer retaliation. Over the past month, thousands of healthcare workers and educators have gone on strike to protest understaffing, low pay, poor conditions for patients and students. Solidarity with those workers. I knew it was going to be a quick one. Good, we got through that one in about 10 minutes. Go back to dilly-doo. Yay! Okay. Tomorrow, Credit Suisse Bank is melting down. They were shorting a lot of stocks. Wow, E. Heller. Cookies. Bad cookies, welcome. Miguel, how are you, bud? Good to see you. Thank you. Kaladin, Cat Bless, thank you. Good to see you. Wow, we got a bunch of people here. 34 people watching live. All right. Good. Because we got some solidarity stuff. And there's a lot of Assange news I want to get to today. None of that Chris Smalls stuff, unfortunately. We shout out to Matt from Amazon Labor Kentucky. Well, he's been fired from Amazon. He's not part of Amazon Labor Union anymore, but he is an organizer who was with the Amazon facility in Campbellsville, Kentucky. He went on Hardlands Media this week. Last week, he was on with me and Colin at INN. We're working, we're working on trying to help him find a job. First of all, we'd like that to get him back to work. We want to get people aware of the fact that he was retaliated potentially for organizing in a facility and that this is happening all over the place. And there's a big problem where we need to let people know what the turnover rate is at Amazon. And some of the stuff that we talked about there was just remarkable. And again, unionization is a step on the way to workers owning the means of production and co-ops. I think that it's an intermediary because it still allows the capitalists to hold all the ownership while giving workers a seat at the table, but no real decision-making power. Colin and I have talked about this extensively. And our friends over at Green News Syndicate and Green Maps, Chris, he's been fantastic at amplifying that as well. Yeah, so thank you, Colin, for putting his stuff in there. Hey, Warren and Jimmy and Mad Mamanon, everybody's here. Hands off Assange. Yes, we're going to talk about hashtag Hands Off Assange in a little bit. Before we do that, let's get to the first story about Julian, which is a sad one from our friend Kevin Gostola. Julian. At the Dissenter, which is a poll that most US and UK adults know nothing about the files that Assange is charged with publishing. I don't think this is much of a surprise, but I thought it was still important to showcase this. So, from again, our friend Kevin Gostola over at the Dissenter, please sign up. A fantastic newsletter, an offshoot of Shadow Proof. It focuses specifically on prison stuff and on the Assange case. Most American and British adults don't know anything about the documents that the U.S. government is prosecuting WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange for publishing, according to a poll by Morning Consult. Both populations are apathetic or unaware when it comes to whether Assange should be extradited and face a U.S. trial. In fact, nearly half of U.S. adults polled said they had never heard of Julian Assange.
Sad.
The lack of awareness of Assange and the case against him is likely why only a minority of the U.S. and United Kingdom support the prosecution. Meanwhile, in Australia, half of adults said Assange should not be extradited from the UK to the US, and he should be released from jail. He likely will be executed or whatever, the rotting in jail and never. It's just a disgrace. Free Julian Assange. My goodness, free Julian Assange. That reflects how the case has become a significant political issue in the country during the past year. U.S. Justice Department charged Assange with 17 counts of violating the Espionage Act. Each Espionage Act charge stems from the publication of documents which WikiLeaks obtained from U.S. Army whistleblower Chelsea Manning in 2010. Assange has been jailed at Her Majesty's Prison Belmarsh since April 11, 2019, when the Ecuador government revoked his political asylum and allowed the British police to enter their London embassy and arrest him. UK Home Secretary Priti Patel approved Assange's extradition in June. Assange's legal team immediately filed two separate appeals in the UK High Court of Justice. The Espionage Act charges criminalize the publication of the Afghanistan war logs, Iraq war logs, and U.S. embassy cables, as well as the Guantanamo files and Iraq rules of engagement documents.
Yep.
Why? Now, this is the poll that was published from Morning Consult. Oh, great. It didn't really show up well because of the green. But, again...
It's okay.
Okay. In Germany, 60% say that he was right to make the public aware, and that's the highest. That's pretty interesting that Germany has the highest. And of all the countries, the one that thought that he was right the least is the UK, followed by the US, which just shows that the propaganda in English-speaking countries works.
Yep.
Morning Consult conducted surveys in the UK, US, and in Australia, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain. They sampled at least 1,000 adults in each country. In the US, 55% of adults said they had never seen, read, or heard anything about the Afghanistan war logs. 54% said they had never seen, read, or heard anything about the Iraq war logs. That's remarkable to me. 57% of U.S. adults said they had never seen, read, or heard anything about the U.S. embassy cables. UK adults appear to have even less knowledge of the publications, though more have heard of Assange. 57% of UK adults said they'd never seen, read, or heard anything about the Afghan war logs. 56% said they'd never seen, read, or heard anything about the Iraq war logs. 63% said the same thing about the U.S. embassy cables. Results were similar in Australia, 53, 54, and 56% respectively. Majority of Australians polled agreed that Assange was, quote, right to make the public aware about U.S. government policies and actions such as surveillance of American citizens, quote unquote. Bizarrely, that's not really what the war logs or diplomatic cables that WikiLeaks published revealed. Yeah, that is kind of weird. How that question was even framed in the first place. Half of Australian adults polled said Assange would not receive a fair trial in the United States. Well, the other half don't know what the hell they're talking about then. Contrast that with results in the US and UK. Only 28% of adults said he would not receive a fair trial in their country, and 36% of UK adults said that Assange would not receive a fair trial. Those 28%, are the correct ones. Only 38% of UK adults said Assange was right to make the public aware, whereas 42% from the US government, of the United States citizens. Again, this is a relatively small sample. I'm not really crazy about these morning consult 1,000-person polls. They generally tend to run older, whiter, to a Fox News cable-driven audience who can actually answer the phone when a poller calls and be willing to take the time to listen. Parents, working people don't tend to answer polls like this.
No.
But it is some kind of indicator, right? 40% of U.S. adults said Assange should be extradited from the UK to face trial for publishing secret U.S. government documents, which is troubling for those who care about press freedom. But just as worrisome is the fact that about the same percentage indicated they didn't know about the case or had no opinion. Yeah. In the UK, where the government recently approved the extradition of Assange, a staggering 44% of respondents say they didn't know about the case or had no opinion about whether the WikiLeaks founder should be extradited. That's because no major publication covered it while he was on trial.
Covered it.
At the Old Bailey.
Yep. Richard
Medhurst covered it every day. This guy who wrote this article, Kevin Gostola, covered it every day.
Yep.
Morning Consult asked respondents whether they could recall anything about WikiLeaks publication of Hillary Clinton's campaign emails, CIA hacking materials, Vault 7, and NSA files on spying against French presidents, but the charges against Assange don't cover those publications. While the U.S. did charge him for publishing the Guantanamo files, the polling firm didn't even ask about those documents. Respondents were also asked about Edward Snowden, NSA whistleblower. Although Assange is being criminalized for engaging in source protection by helping Snowden flee Hong Kong, how one views Snowden is largely irrelevant to the Assange case. Overall, the poll results illustrate the extent to which the Western news media has shaped views of Assange and WikiLeaks. Not only that, Snowden was an actual employee of the NSA living in the United States and not a reporter or a journalist. He was the actual leaker.
Yep.
Western news media has been hyperfixated on the publication of Clinton campaign emails, despite the fact that the files were much less consequential than documents that exposed the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, as well as the lengths that U.S. diplomats will go to advance U.S. foreign policy. Every other day, I find that Misty Winston, follow her on Twitter at Sarcasm Stardust, Misty's constantly tweeting, "Thank you, Julian," when something comes out. That it turns out WikiLeaks had released this and found this out, and we only know this because WikiLeaks had found it. Which, by the way, they've never had to print a retraction and have always been accurate. Press freedom advocates may be relieved that in the US, UK, and Europe, there's only minority support for prosecuting Assange. However, the apathy and lack of awareness of this unprecedented political case has probably done more to aid than hinder the US and UK government in their efforts to secure extradition and bring a publisher to trial. And that's our buddy Kevin Gostola.
What's wrong with my camera? Why is my camera all weird?
I don't know.
It shouldn't be. It's right in Discord.
I see you. Hold on. Do I have to reset transform on your cam? Oh, jeez.
It's like up.
Hey, yeah, you're
over
like
here?
Mr. Wilson here. Hold on.
No, hello.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Ooh.
I know why.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Indy had the wrong camera because we thought Misty might be with us.
Camera.
We thought Misty might be with us tonight. So therefore, I changed the camera angle, and I forgot to change it back. Okay, so
Harry. Fucking sorry.
Oh my goodness, everybody! There's Reef. Hello, hi everybody. Sorry, Indy needs to look at chat once in a while instead of just read. Yes, that might help.
You're good. I got it. I got chat.
Well,
no, otherwise you get distracted.
Then I would have caught that
It's like soundboard stuff. You get distracted by soundboards and
camera.
You're like, oh, soundboard
And Twitter squirrel.
You know?
Yes.
And yes.
Yeah. Okay. So free Julian Assange.
By the way,
free Julian
yesterday.
Assange. Yes. Go ahead.
Yesterday with Julian Assange's the tweet storm.
We did do a tweet storm.
I was noticing that it would always like show additional replies that might be I forget what they call it. You know, on Twitter, you know when it says that?
Yes.
Where it's like
they're burying tweets.
Yeah. Every one of them just said Assange in it. Nothing was like, it was like one of those things that might be, it's like it might be offensive or whatever, right? All of them just had Assange when I clicked, and they all were hidden. I was like, the fuck?
Yep. That's right, Garrett Brown. Those bastards will let him die in prison, unfortunately, along with along with Mumia and Leonard Peltier, which, by the way, I also tweet out all the time. Free Peltier, free Mumia. Okay.
The Uhuru movement put out that as well, like free them all political prisoners when we did this shit.
Where's Jordy the cat? Jordy the cat.
He's around.
Cat.
He's probably in the other room, trying to find something as fluffy as possible to lay on all day.
It's very funny when Reef actually imitates Data and starts calling Jordy cat. What are you doing, cat? And they have a conversation, and it's freaking adorable. I swear.
We talk about the warp coils. It's a good time.
It really is.
I tell him not to fall in love with people in the holodeck.
That's what happens behind the scenes, but we don't tell anybody else about any of that stuff.
Definitely not on camera with like at least 30 people.
Yes, nice.
You know,
Uhuru. That's right, Uhuru. By the way, we're over on Rumble. If you're on Rumble, check out Rumble. We're on Indie News Network on Rumble. Rumble.com/c/Indie INDIE News Network, and we are live over there. I'm not live on Indie Left News, but figure we'll throw it.
When you said /C, it was going to be /C-SPAN for some reason.
Throw it over on the network. Lisa, yes, for the people who've been missed, we try. We certainly try. So I did have, again, another really important Assange story, and then we're going to have a lot of fun. All right, so this Assange story is written by our friend Eliza Bleu. Now, again, there's going to be action in D.C. on October 8th. She's going to talk about that.
Yep.
Eliza Bleu, in a publication called Human Events, and this got picked up because it was shared by everybody around us, and she wrote a phenomenal article, and it's a little bit long, and stick with us, and I thought it was super important to cover this as a survivor of human trafficking, Eliza. The political persecution of Julian Assange reveals a threat to American principles. Again, this is going to take a little bit to get through. Free Julian Assange.
Yeah.
Again, this is her words.
To say that every time Indy says free Julian Assange, you have to take a shot.
Now. Free Julian Assange now. In April of 2020, during the first COVID lockdowns, I spoke out about my personal experience to a journalist for the first time. Again, this is Eliza Bleu. In sharing my name, face, and story as a survivor of human trafficking, I became a public survivor. That isn't a decision made lightly, as it carries risks and can be emotionally and physically exhausting. But the reward is in being a voice for the voiceless and an example for others in their path of healing. Speaking to the world through the press requires trust. Trust in the journalists to be honest and to keep their word on any agreements, trust in the publications to print the information and avoid censorship, and trust in the public and press alike to uphold the freedom of the press. I'd previously only told my story a few times to those close to me personally who'd built trust, survivor advocates, workers at a safe house, and fellow survivors. Once I made the decision to go public, I figured out very quickly that I needed to set a cornerstone of core principles for myself. My core principles guide me when I feel lost and I need to get back home. They remind me of who I am and what I believe. They help me cut through the noise. I believe in the truth. I believe in free speech. I believe that all humans should have the opportunity to be truly free. I believe the free press and whistleblower protections help secure that freedom. These are just a few of the core principles that help ground me in my service as a public survivor leader and survivor advocate. When these are threatened, I must speak out, and now is that time. Again, this is Eliza Bleu. You can see below. Julian Assange is the editor and publisher of the website WikiLeaks, created in 2006. He published whistleblower documents as a journalist. Now Assange, on top of his other charges, has been indicted on 17 new charges in the U.S. relating to the Espionage Act. Julian Assange is an Australian. Most cases up to this point, brought under the Espionage Act, have been against government employees who access sensitive information and leaked it to journalists and others. The Associated Press reported that the indictment raised concerns about media freedom, as Assange's solicitation and publication of classified information is a routine job journalists perform. I can't stress that enough. There are terrible consequences when journalists can't publish information related to public safety and in the public interest. Sometimes I wonder, what if Julian Assange had been free and leaked documents exposing Epstein many years ago? Julian Assange might have been one of the only ones capable of handling a drop like that while protecting the anonymity of the source. We need a free press, whistleblower protection, and free speech in order to speak out in situations like that. My work as a survivor advocate for those affected by human trafficking does sometimes intersect with celebrities, the ruling class, government offices, and officials around the world and in the U.S. I want to be able to look my fellow survivors in the eye and be able to tell them that I did everything that I could to fight for them. How could I do this if the systems that should be in place to protect them are broken? I can see that they are broken when I look at the case of Julian Assange. His experience is a terrifying example to me of what our government will do to you if you embarrass them or challenge their power. That is a powerful, powerful sentence right there. The message they are sending is clear. If you embarrass the ruling class, you will not have whistleblower protection. You will not have the opportunity to have a free press, and you will not get free speech. I made the decision to advocate for the freedom of Julian Assange as well, because ultimately, if I don't advocate for him now, survivors might pay the price later when they decide to step forward. I could not sit silently and watch fundamental human rights stripped from him. The importance of freedom, of the freedom to write and publish information that may be inconvenient to the powerful, has become even more clear to me recently as I started writing articles related to human trafficking and survivor issues. This week, the intersection of all these issues became very clear. An FBI whistleblower stepped forward. New whistleblower information reveals that the FBI is moving agents off of child sexual abuse investigations to instead pursue political investigations.
Yep.
Whistleblower recounted being told that child sexual abuse investigations were no longer an FBI priority.
No, of course not.
Quote, these types of issues are exactly what the American people deserve to know about. Fewer people will have the courage to speak out, and publications will shy away from sharing their statements and evidence if they face harsh penalties under the law for doing so. And here is the House Judiciary GOP releasing a tweet breaking. New whistleblower information reveals that the FBI is moving agents off of child sexual abuse investigations to instead pursue political investigations. The whistleblower recounted that being told that, like they said, quote, child sexual abuse investigations were no longer an FBI priority, unquote.
pause. Go back. What do they deem political investigations?
The Trump investigation. Mar-a-Lago.
Sure, but what other, like...
That's basically what they're talking about. But I'm sure that's probably investigating Matt Gaetz and everyday run-of-the-mill financial corruption.
Sure. But why take from the fucking, like, child sexual abuse and like to do that?
So this is a 4-page letter or a 3-page letter that was sent by the House Judiciary Committee to Chris Wray, who is the FBI director. I'm not going to read it. You can read it there. The imprisonment of Julian Assange and lack of support for most journalists and press institutions angers many from all walks of life. I reached out to a variety of people for comments about this case. So I'm going to show you what some of these statements are, and they're going to be from people that you don't necessarily know or agree with or like. Well, we do know our friend. We do like Tim Dillon. We know who he is.
Tim Dillon's pretty all right.
He's disturbed by the...
He could be...
He's got some weird takes.
Sometimes he's weird.
But he's... It's all fake business. Is still one of the best routines specifically, ever.
Yes. He was he became a comedian, but at one point he gave predatory loans during the first recession. He was part of that, like, housing bubble, predatory loan nonsense, and he sold those. There's a whole bit about how he would do that and what that meant. So
Mad Mama
he's now become
there's,
like,
there's the link, Tony. Thank you.
He's talked to Whitney Webb, that kind of stuff. But yeah, he goes hard. He's good.
So Tim Dillon says he's disturbed by the lack of media coverage of Assange's situation. Quote, the media's silence on the treatment of Assange is criminal. They're not concerned with free speech. They gleefully celebrate the censorship of their political enemies. Assange is being tortured by the most powerful forces on earth, and they remain largely silent. Attorney Robert Barnes, he's famously representing clients like the 8 Covington High School students, and he's also worked with Alex Jones and was part of Kyle Rittenhouse's defense team. He calls Assange's indictment shameful and points out that it sets a dangerous precedent. The shameful indictment of Julian Assange effectively makes it a crime to publish whistleblower reports of deep state secrets. Deep state imposes an imminent risk to investigative reporting that exposes deep state crimes, said Barnes. Michael Malice, author of The Anarchist Handbook, Dear Reader, unauthorized biography of Kim Jong II, the whole thing. Soon to be released. Okay, he's got a bunch of pointed out the twisted culture surrounding the concept of free speech amongst media professionals. Quote, the fact that Taylor Lorenz is regarded as more of a free speech martyr than Julian Assange by many reporters reveals what? Where their loyalties and parties lie. Getting pinged. Let me shut down that browser. Whatever. Facebook. Cool. Anyway, okay, next, Malice. Jeff Young. We know Jeff Young running for Senate or for Congress in Kentucky, 6th District, appalled by Assange's persecution, calling him a hero. Quote, as a Democratic nominee for the U.S. House of Representatives in Kentucky's 6th Congressional District, I'm appalled by the persecution of Julian Assange, an Australian citizen, by my government in Washington. Julian Assange and WikiLeaks are heroes for exposing the numerous crimes committed by the U.S. government and many other individuals all over the world. WikiLeaks is a publisher of information that was provided by other people. Nothing they have ever published has ever been shown to be factually false. And WikiLeaks has been careful never to reveal the identity of any spies. Quote, if Assange is in prison for life and dies in prison, investigative reporting itself will be threatened all over the world. If President Biden refuses to order Attorney General Merrick Garland to drop all legal actions against Julian Assange, Congress should impeach the president and remove him from power for attacking the First Amendment and the practice of journalism. That goes hard.
Yeah.
Amen, Jeff Young. Next, author of Victim to Black Victor, identifying the ideologies, behavioral problems, and cultural norms that encourage a victimhood complex. Journalist Adam B. Coleman, again, someone we probably disagree with. Julian Assange was one of the first examples made by the political establishment and deep state actors that truly grabbed my attention. Watching the media turn him into a pariah that deserves his imprisonment never mixed well with accusations that were levied against him. We often talk about evil actors in faraway places, but I was watching our government flex their international might, not only to degrade his namesake, but also to force him into years of solitude for doing exactly what we claim a free nation would promote, the centering of truth so the people can challenge the behavior of the authority. Okay, Sarah Higdon, again, I don't know who she is. Eliza has been citing all these people. Okay, Assange's extradition is absurd given that he's not an American citizen. Prosecuting Assange for simply posting information that others gave him is to take away his rights to free speech and free press, which he doesn't really even have necessarily rights to because he's not bound by American law.
Non-American, right.
To have a non-American extradited to face punishment for violating American laws is absurd. Imagine if Iran tried to have Pete Buttigieg extradited to be tried for homosexuality because it's illegal there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think it's quite the same thing because he didn't necessarily commit the crime in Iran against Iran. That's, again, and release stuff.
I mean, Julian didn't necessarily.
Well, he
released
would consider
it
again.
It's just there's an international internet.
It was again right. And Spike Cohen, who was the Libertarian VP nominee in 2020, okay, says that they want to crush actual journalism. Julian Assange did in the U.S. what American journalists do in other countries all the time. He received information from a whistleblower and he released it to the public. Unlike many other journalists, he didn't editorialize it and try to color it with his opinion. He just released everything he got. It's the purest and most trustworthy form of journalism there is, which explains why nothing that WikiLeaks has released has ever been disproven. Compare that to the record of the corporate media. Amen, Spike Cohen. Okay, and that's why the U.S. government, under both Republican and Democrat control, have fought to get their hands on him. They want to crush actual journalism and fully replace it with the corporatist propaganda that increasingly passes for journalism nowadays, because they don't have anything else. Julian Assange has done nothing wrong, and everyone who values being able to know what their government is up to should stand with us to demand Julian's release and freedom. Hell yeah. Thank you, Eliza, for publishing all these statements, really. And again, this is why we're going through them. I know it would take a little while. Phil Labonte, lead singer of the metalcore band, I don't know who all that remains. He's got a statement here. Persecution of Julian Assange by the establishment is unconscionable. The only reason he had to request asylum from the U.S. government is because the information released by WikiLeaks has embarrassed people in positions of power. The fact that he's not capable of traveling freely is the most damning evidence available that the West has forsaken its most fundamental ideals. The right of people to speak freely and openly is fundamental to a liberal society, and until Assange has been released, Western governments cannot honestly say they remain true to the values and principles they claim to be founded on.
Hey, Dave DeCamp. I know that guy. Anti-war guy, right?
Friend of the show. Dave DeCamp. News editor at antiwar.com. Follow antiwar.com and news with Dave DeCamp at antiwar.com on YouTube. He started a channel pretty recently. Said, quote, the plight of Julian Assange should be at the forefront of every journalist's mind. If he's extradited to the U.S. and convicted for exposing U.S. war crimes, it will set a precedent that anyone who publishes information the government doesn't want to be revealed could be sent to prison. But instead, Assange has been vilified by Western media thanks to a massive propaganda campaign, even as he's being tortured in Belmarsh. As UN Special Rapporteur on Torture, Nils Melzer, has detailed extensively. We're back to Eliza's statement here. Quote, Saturday, October 8th, as part of a historic global day of action, I will be in Washington, D.C. at the Department of Justice from noon to 3 p.m. for a rally in support of journalist and publisher Julian Assange I am one of the speakers that day, along with the camp. Again, that's Eliza Bleu, not me. I cannot remain silent. I'd encourage you to attend, and if you are not in the United States, please think about attending a similar solidarity event in your area that day. You could also support free speech and free press by informing others about the Julian Assange case through social media, local media, and word of mouth. This is an issue that impacts all of us, and I thank those of you who choose to participate in securing your own freedoms. Wow. I didn't think I was going to get through that, but I did. Yeah, big clap. Your golf clap isn't being heard. It must be getting filtered out, but
it's just the best golf clap in the world.
Man, she's
you
awesome.
You don't want to hear a golf clap.
Eliza Bleu, courageous as hell. Friend of the show, friend of Tara Reid.
She's been talking about one of her friends who did the Jimmy Savile documentary.
Yes,
is like sitting on another story. Which, like, dude, don't sit on that. Just hurry up, bro.
Yeah, what
you know?
Well, they got to get their shit together before they release shit like that, because
apparently the talked about the person might have to die before the fucking thing could come out.
Okay. It is, wow, it's way early. I got through that way faster than I thought we would. Holy crap. That was really the stories I had prepared. However, now, we did talk about Eliza, who said that she is going to be appearing at an action, okay? And speaking of that action, and he's probably in the chat, our buddy Big Mad Crab, who made our thumbnail, also made, I believe, this graphic, this wonderful, beautiful graphic, talking about the protest in front of the Justice Department at 950 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest next Saturday, or this coming Saturday, October 8th, noon Eastern. Please be there. Please support. If there's a solidarity rally, it's going to be streamed live. I know that Roar Media Live has been covering, we'll have it live. I don't know if we're going to co-stream it to our thing. If we can, Action for Assange will likely be streaming it, and it will probably be streamed in a lot of places, is what I'm hoping. You can see that there is a huge lineup, and this is just a small sample of some of the people who will be speaking. Like we mentioned, Eliza Bleu. We read an article from Kevin Gostola. You can see he's on the list. Chris Hedges, Joe Loria from Consortium. I mean, this is a huge, a monstrous list here. And another graphic by our friend Big Mad Crab. I believe this is the complete list of speakers. Okay, again, we got two different Cohens, Ben and Dan. Ben and Dan Cohen, both based Cohens. All right, we got Sabby Sabs.
Oh, shit, that's a different
Doobie. Right, yeah, different set of brothers. Chip Gibbons, and he's an Assange advocate. Garland Nixon, bless you, man, for being there. Steve Donziger, we're going to get him down from New York City. And Kiriakou, who's our CIA whistleblower, the only one that ever actually had to serve anything for revealing any kind of secrets about Iraq, which is amazing, from the CIA. Again, Dave DeCamp, anti-war. Lee Camp would be here, but I know he's traveling overseas. He's, of course, an advocate. I'm guessing Max Blumenthal, if he's around, will probably show up, and there will be others that are in the crowd. Care Bear Colin will probably be there. Colin Radix Carter will absolutely be there, is what he says, and he's going to get to meet Sabby Sab, so that alone is incentives to show up. Doobie-doobie-doo. So I originally last week we went through the entire list. Randy Credico. By the way, Randy Credico has been doing those billboards. Holy moly, those are amazing. And
did you see the person who does those billboard things put up a thing where he's like, I've been doing billboards for Assange events for 18 years. Like something crazy like that. Or no, since 2018, sorry.
That's Randy.
Like, not 18 years, but no, not Randy. The person who owns the billboard truck.
Wow.
Put up a tweet and was like, I've been the person in DC giving my billboard truck to like Assange activists for like since 28, like, and it was just like picture after picture, like every time they've done it.
Wow.
You know. So, last week me and Colin had the fam Misty Winston on to talk about her event. So, you know, you can check that out for more info.
I wanted to show Anna Mayers on screen. Thank you, Anna. Go ahead.
Do you have the GoFundMe in the doobly-doo?
I don't have the GoFundMe to support. If you can drop that in the chat, I apologize for that. If you just search the hashtag HandsOffAssange, or you should be able to find more details as well as the link to the GoFundMe, and I believe it's pinned on Misty's Twitter. I also wanted to mention Jill Stein. I didn't mention her, as well as Reverend Annie Chambers, and Reverend, of course. Crab, you spelled Reverend wrong. I just noticed that. Reverend Annie Chambers. So we had a little bit of a typo there, no problem. All right. Again, another poster made by the creative director for INN, Big Mad Crab. Joe at STFU Shitlib also made a video which he published to Twitter. And I thought we might want to go and watch that if you have not seen it. I just have to find it and bring it up. Give me 1 second here.
No.
STFU.
You're not allowed.
Shitlib 2. Okay. Here we go.
His new theme song now?
Yeah.
Got the look of Shitlib 2.
STFU Shitlib 2. All right. So let's see if we
Frank's
can
gonna do it. I am putting the link to the GoFundMe for Misty in chat below.
And tell me if you can hear this. Action. Thank you, Colin. Sorry for no sound. Okay, that's a fail. Okay, let's go back to a 2-shot and let's see if I can bring that up in the other browser where I know that it will work and we have sound that'll work. Escape.
Okay.
Right here, and then I'll go and restart that. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay.
The CIA targeted Julian Assange.
Now you heard that, right?
Now I hear that.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. All right, let's listen to this, everybody. Let me turn this up volume-wise. Good.
The reason that the CIA targeted Julian Assange and the Justice Department later indicted him is that he solicited and obtained and published truthful information on matters of clear public concern, dating back to 2010 to war crimes, effectively.
If this video disgusts you, it should. It happens daily in Iraq. The rules of engagement in Iraq are a joke.
Adrian Lamo says Bradley Manning sensationally confessed that he'd passed vast amounts of classified material to WikiLeaks, including a war log from Iraq containing 400,000 events.
Our military will take every precaution necessary to ensure the safety and security of civilians, and particularly those that report in those dangerous places.
To engage over.
Alright, we'll be engaging. You're clear. Alright, firing.
Stay line out. Let me know when you get it.
Watch you.
That's when I heard it. The very distinct.
The reason that the CIA targeted Julian Assange and the Justice Department later indicted him is that he solicited and obtained and published truthful information on matters of clear public concern dating back to 2010 to war crimes, effectively.
If this video disgusts you, it should. It happens daily in Iraq. The rules of engagement in Iraq are a joke.
Adrian Lamo says Bradley Manning sensationally confessed that he'd passed vast amounts of classified material to WikiLeaks, including a war log from Iraq containing 400,000 events.
Our military will take every precaution necessary to ensure the safety and security of civilians, and particularly those that report in those dangerous places.
To engage over.
All right, we'll be engaging. You're clear. All right, firing.
When the baseline, let me know when you get it.
Watch you.
That's when I heard it. The very distinct fire of an Apache 30mm cannon.
Come on, fire.
Hey, Roger.
And again, over and over.
Keep shooting.
The United States strongly condemns the illegal disclosure of classified information. It puts people's lives in danger, threatens our national security, and undermines our efforts to work with other countries to solve shared problems.
This happens on a daily basis. I've watched it with Bradleys destroying vans full of children who were in the way when an IED went off. The destruction of the Iraqi people happens on a daily basis. People just going to the markets. People just going to work. Children playing in their front yards.
What's your response to that he put the lives of servicemen and women at risk?
Yeah, he didn't, and neither did Chelsea Manning. And none of these leaks have ever put anyone in danger, and we know that because the U.S. government has gone into court after having generals in charge of teams of dozens and dozens of people combing through every record they could find to try and show that somehow Snowden or Manning or Assange or Kiriakou or whoever did something to put somebody's life in jeopardy, and the U.S. government has never been able to show that.
Hey, request permission to engage. I'm picking up the wounded.
Yeah, we're trying to get permission to engage.
Classification, government secrets, they're not meant to keep the American public safe from some external enemy. It's meant to keep the American government safe from the American people. And that's the reality of our classified programs, our secrets, and the way that they go after these whistleblowers, these brave men and women, because they've dared to expose these ugly truths about the crimes that our government commits.
Bookmaster 7, Roger. This is Bookmaster 7, Roger. Engage.
1-8, engage. Clear. Come on. Clear. Clear. We're engaged. Defense disabled. Bud, shoot it. Low left. Clear left. Oh yeah, look at that. Right through the windshield.
In his ultimate fate, if we do not stop what is happening now. What is happening to Julian Assange is a crime, and he must be freed. If we're going to free the world, we have to free Assange.
Got a bunch of bodies laying there. Oh yeah, look at those dead bastards. Nice. Good shoot. Thank you.
If this video disgusts you, it should. It happens daily in Iraq. It was an extreme shock to my system. They didn't look human. I know that they had to be at one time, but the destroyed carnage that I was looking at didn't appear to be. Then there was the smell. The smell was unlike anything I've smelled before. A mixture of feces, urine, blood, smoke, and something else indescribable.
And this looming extradition, he has one more chance to apply to appeal to the UK High Court. And if that appeal is rejected, he could be extradited as early as September.
It's very worrying and becoming dire now. And if the US DOJ wants to have a fight about that in relation to the TPP or anything else, then bring it on.
Bookmaster 7, Roger. This is Bookmaster 7, Roger. Engage.
1-8, engage. Clear. Come on. Keep shooting. Come on, fire. Clear. Keep shooting. Clear.
So are you a revolutionary?
Well, we'll see. If we end up with a decent revolution, then perhaps others can make that judgment.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep. And that's just one snippet of what that guy put out.
At STFU shitlib 2. That's Joe.
I meant Julian, but yes.
Yes.
Also.
Yes, that's one snippet of what Julian put out.
Julian. Can someone make me a Julian in the Trailer Park Boys Julian?
Thank you, Julian. Please. Oh, to put Julian Assange on the head with
like sassy Julian's stupid sassy Julian
with the black t-shirt. With the black skin tight t-shirt. Nice. Okay.
Holding the fucking thing. Have you ever noticed that when they take away his cup, he still puts his hand here?
Oh, because he's always got like a scotch. That dude is always drinking a scotch. It's
rum and coke.
Is that what it is? It's rum and coke. It's not right because he can't afford scotch. That's right. What's his name? That's Mr.
Leahy. That's
Leahy.
it.
Yeah, that's Leahy's drink. Okay.
Rest in peace.
All right. It's 11:03, and
do you know where your children are?
I'm getting a little giddy and a little nervous, but I'm here, and this is Indy, and hi everybody. Okay.
He's reminding himself.
I'm gonna calm down for a second.
And talking to the voices in his head.
I have. All right. Wow.
What?
Very special introduction here. In addition to the Assange action that's happening on October 8th, I've been talking with people for a while, and we all kind of put our heads together, and people were saying that, hey, I noticed that there really are no awards to honor the people in independent media that are doing the kind of work that we do, that people that we follow in independent left news do on a daily basis. There's one or two, but then there's definitely none for really like the streamers. So we decided to make one. So I want to introduce you to the Indie Media Awards.
Yay!
Yay! We should have a clapping a clapping track.
I need to get that yay from Internet Historian. Yay.
Yeah, you need to get like the sound clip. Okay, so we're gonna do a live stream, and we're gonna release this list on Friday night, October 7th, 2022. Normally, Reefer After Dark would start at 10 p.m. We're gonna start Reefer After Dark a little late Friday night, and in advance of the worldwide actions that are going to be starting a few hours from then. I believe they may have even have already started in Australia at that point. We're going to release the list and bios of the honorees for the Indie Media Awards. Now, the way that we're going to do this, the Indie Media Awards are recognizing excellence in news, opinion, and investigative media, free from multi-billion-dollar corporate conglomerate, advertiser, and donor influence.
Yeah.
There's a website up right now with a countdown clock you can go to, indiemediaawards.com. We have a Twitter account. We have an Instagram account. They really don't have very much there yet. Now, I'm going to read the statement, and this statement will be on the homepage after it's published, but I wanted to kind of explain why, what, and how behind this. So, Independent Left News, in partnership with Comrade Misty Winston and Action for Assange, are proud and excited to announce and introduce the first annual Indie Media Awards. Independent journalism has always been incredibly important. In an age of mega-billion-dollar corporate influence news, the ability to understand a situation critically, while not being filtered through the lens of advertisers, donors, or corporate homogenization, is both rare and at a premium. Independent Left News recently celebrated its second anniversary as a daily aggregator website hub for independent news, analysis, and opinion, all free from corporate advertiser influence. We've closely followed and shared articles, podcasts, and videos from hundreds of independent outlets, freelance journalists, podcasts, and analysts, podcasters and analysts over those 2 years. Out of those hundreds, there is absolutely a small group who have emerged as standouts, the quote-unquote best of the best. We're going to honor that group. for they often go unrecognized in a sea of media. They rarely get the big payout because that's not why they're doing what they do, but we can give at the very least a big thank you and some token of our appreciation. This is not to slight anyone, as there are dozens of others we could also have potentially chosen, but these are the people and organizations that have most frequently appeared in independent left news on a daily basis. What's up, Big Dave? Indy, our founder, that's me, hi, recently observed the lack of public recognition for the journalists, outlets, and streamers who take risks, question state and corporate narratives for little more than the internal need and desire to seek and report what's actually happening through the mud of spin and lies. Honorees will be announced via live stream on the evening of October 7th, 2022, intentionally timed to coincide with worldwide action in support of Julian Assange. In the USA, there's a major protest event scheduled to begin at noon Eastern Time in Washington, D.C. the next day, on October 8th, in front of the Justice Department, when an impressive speaker lineup comes together to stand in support of jailed publisher and journalist Julian Assange, publicly demonstrating the importance of his release from Belmarsh Prison and against his being charged under the Espionage Act. In London, activists, family, and protesters will form a human chain around Parliament in solidarity. The award will honor recipients in 3 categories: outlets, or 3 or more contributors, journalists, and streamers. All of the honorees of an Indie Media Award have openly lobbied for Julian Assange's freedom. Many have written some of the biggest stories exposing the decade-long persecution the United States government has undertaken against Assange. The primary reason for this persecution is retaliation for embarrassing the US and UK intel community at large and exposing US war crimes in Iraq and elsewhere, many of which have still never been accounted for, though their veracity has never been denied. WikiLeaks, the organization Assange founded, has never had to publish a retraction on anything it's published as long as it's been in existence. Please join us on October 7th at 10 p.m. Eastern on all of the Independent Left News channels on every platform as we go live for a special live stream event where we'll announce the honorees and talk about why they were selected. Follow us on Twitter at Indie Media Award for updates. We'll see you there. Again, check out the website. Yay!
Yay!
There's our bong father. So,
the bong.
He made a quick appearance, a brief appearance. So before we do that, let me go and show you what the website looks like right now. Here you go. Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So it's a countdown clock with links to Independent Left News, Twitter and Instagram, and the login for me to be able to update the back end of the website. So I think you're going to be very happy with the list. I don't think there's going to be very many surprises. Again, I think this is a great way to honor the people that we follow every day that really get unrecognized too often. They really don't get the kind of recognition they need. And we're, okay. I got through it. I was super nervous. Nice. We've been planning this for over a month to announce it. Been a lot of work, labor, love. Thank you so much to Big Mad Crab, to Jimmy Sunderland, to Misty Winston, to this guy sitting next to me, to a couple of other people who shall remain unnamed. But I appreciate everybody's help and input in putting all of this together, and I'm so excited to be able to finally announce this. So tune in Friday night. We're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna give out some awards. I would put up a picture of the awards, but they are personalized, so every single one has a name on them, and I don't even want to say who anyone that's getting an award is going to be. But stay tuned is all I can say.
Stay tuned.
So that's the Indie Media Awards, everyone.
PRK.
Yes. So I would say first.
We're fucked.
Okay. And then I would say let's go to some boats. What do you think?
Okay.
And I watch mindless shit, boats that smash into other boats.
Will Reef wear a tux? That's a good question, Colin.
I got a tuxedo shirt. I will definitely wear that. You know, that's
You
always
taking
fun.
over?
What? Yeah. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
It's the Reef show,
right? Yeah. I mean, people like looking at me. Look at me. I'm pretty.
Enough about me. Let's talk about me.
I can't wait to get the Bruce Buffer intro for this show. It's going to be fabulous. But in the meantime, we got boats. We got boats.
There were a lot of boats this week. Ugh.
Yes, there was.
There was not a low amount to choose from.
Nope.
Thanks to the hurricane.
Get to abandoned Raven. We crawled across all that shit. And then we're on this other boat. This boat seems like it's in a safe spot. It's jammed up. It can't flip.
It does it. Jesus.
Wow. Destruction.
Come on, Raven. Just don't sink.
Just don't sink.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. I don't know if you're gonna get your wish.
Yee. But yeah, just figured we'd start with some boats. You ever seen albino weed?
Whoa.
Look at that.
Is that like crystals? Is that like so many crystals that
It's like, no, it's just albino weed.
Fascinating.
It's just weed that doesn't have pigment.
That's delicious.
Yep. So this is an unfortunate name for a politician. Steve Liebig.
Nice. Yes, he does.
Where's the Guelph Hermosa township? That's what we need to know.
I don't know, but don't vote for Lie Big. He's telling you something.
Don't vote at least for Lie Small, the lesser of two evils. But this is a marble bong. Like,
dude, that's classy.
It's made of marble.
That is
Isn't
classy.
that cool?
I don't think it was originally a bomb.
Mortar and pestle to grind the. Probably not. It was probably like a marble decanter that, one ingenuous person.
Will you convey? No.
No. Oh, anyway, so just now coming to the weeds. Let's see if you can figure this one out. Can you figure this one out, Indy? Can Indy figure it out?
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying?
Yuck.
Like,
I did not want to take it that way.
So this is a 5% THC, 8% CBD, 2-to-1 ratio suppository. For those willing to
absorb their THC rectally and their CBD rectally.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Dude, Joe Rogan swears by it. Don't fucking like
buttweed.
Knock
Yeah,
my fucking natural state medicinals.
Buttweed.
So look at my boy. Mantis style. Look at him smoking the fucking
style.
big doink.
Mantis style.
He's getting it. Those things are terrifying.
Wow.
By the way.
He's getting a good hit on it too.
Yeah, he is. Like if those were like 5 foot tall, we'd all be dead. I'm just saying.
That reminds me of like the
look
lizard.
like a fucking refrigerator.
That reminds me of the lizard in one of the Cheech and Chong movies that was smoking the weed.
Nice. That's a pull. Speaking of a poll, I had to mute the audio real quick when this plays. And take a hit from the bone.
Put the blunt down just for a second. Don't, dude. He's standing in that. That's got to be
How
Vegas.
amazing is that?
Okay,
that's fucking dope.
That's got to be Vegas.
Literally.
Only Vegas they would do that.
I mean, I
Come
feel like
on.
it's all going up there. Like, close it. Make a lid.
Dude, I
Make
want to
a
be in
lid.
the room. Actually, I don't think that any of that smoke is really real, but that's funny. I don't think that that's a real thing.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
Because
no, that's like it's like a hot box room.
Okay,
they do those. It's
You
just
think
yeah, I've seen Wiz Khalifa and crap have one.
Oh, guarding
it's just
mantis.
like one of those industrial
Nice.
fans. This was my spirit animal down in Naples, probably.
It's Yeti.
Right? And I mean, it is a bearded white guy. You are correct.
He's dabbing in a fucking hurricane. Bro, the wind is pushing him.
Like
true believer? No, true fucking dumbass is what you are. Dude, you're a true dumbass.
Like, dude, he's getting the dabs in though. You know what I'm saying?
Seek shelter.
Like, he's getting those dabs in. Dabs are a shelter. God.
Bad cookies. That guy must have smelled like weed for days. They are the one in the hot box.
Yeah. Impaled by a fence spike. Probably. So this is a spot you can store cartridges in. You can put weed carts in there, and it's like the thing from Jurassic Park.
Nice. Yeah, but meanwhile, what it is it's like you used to buy that in the head shops to like travel with. It looks like a shaving cream can.
Yeah, but it's like done to be the one from Jurassic Park for sure.
Gotcha.
Like that's what he steals the secret juice in. The guy who gets like
sure.
What he was the fat guy that gets stuck in like the porta potty.
Is that Newman?
What's his name? The one that does like no one cares.
Hello,
that
Newman.
Guy.
Isn't that Newman?
Newman. I think it is Newman.
I'm pretty sure it's Wayne Knight.
Newman.
Wayne Knight is Newman.
That's it.
Hello, Newman.
You can't do this at Wayne Knight. Oh, king of transitions.
That's how you light your cigarette with the sun?
Yep.
Checks out. That checks out. Doesn't take long to light that paper.
No. I mean, you gotta get a little bit of the ends wet. But, you could totally do that with weed, and it would be
Ingenuity. We gotta turn off Nightbot.
I mean, that's like a product. We just gotta, like, make the thing do less.
Lot less. Yes.
Yeah. We can set the buffer a little lower.
Nice.
Who's orange? Who's red? That's Raphael, right?
I don't know, but
should be Raphael.
I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't know? You don't remember? I thought you were supposed to remember.
No, I'm older than the turtles.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of Twitters. You don't need that right now. When the homie tries to sprinkle tobacco in the doobie. Oh no.
Nice.
Please no. Why does Oprah look like that? But anyway, we've made it to Kid Zone.
Yeah, no, we made it to Dad Zone.
Yeah.
Orange is Michelangelo, according to Rick.
I need like a little electric riff, like Dad Zone, like fucking just that.
Mona, we got Mona here. Hi, Mona. You missed
What's
it.
up, Mona?
I did the thing already. Sorry. You can go back like 10 minutes. I think it was about 11:06 or so. I started it.
Bubby, you're really close to the ground. Just let go.
Nice.
You're really close to the ground. Just let go. What a jacket that kid has, though. That kid's got a jacket and a half. Look at that. So, do you have a play place at your McDonald's still?
No, they got rid of all those. They got
Yeah.
rid of all those.
Some of the ones in the South haven't gotten rid of them yet, but you know, that's just because they don't care about safety. But wee.
Oh,
the dad fell through there.
Our Chuck E. Cheese had one of those things, but it had a net, so like it would catch you. But damn,
if you fell in case.
Yeah.
Here you go. When you refuse to get a dog and this is your child's pet.
Happy birthday, dear Bob.
Roomba.
Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha.
Wait a minute.
Yay. Bone apple tea.
Oh my god. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen.
No.
that might be the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Well,
give that kid a hug.
Let them get up poppers.
Give that kid a hug. Dude, I don't give my kid a puppers, but I can at least do better than a fucking Roomba.
Roomba? At least a lizard.
Like what?
Here you go.
What?
Oh, this is some dad reflexes for sure.
Wait.
Oh shit. The fucking chancla came after
What'd she take her shoe off for? I still don't get that.
She's gonna beat him with it. You apparently have not had the fear of Los Chanclas. Los Chanclas are a terrible thing. But this one's good. I realized I might have to only pay for one kid's college.
I have realized I might have to only pay for one kid's college.
So he's got like the document camera, right? And he's like looking at the bug, you know? And then she's like, I can see up my nose.
Yeah. Actually, she's the one that's going to do college.
Exactly. You're a doctor.
She's the curious
great.
one.
Oh, and action.
Oh my god. Why did you do that?
I don't know. Why did you do that? I don't know. What is she covered in?
Oh my god. Why did you do that?
What is that?
Oh my god. Cheese.
Oh my god.
It looks like shredded cheese, but melted.
Or like, but melty?
But melty.
I don't know. Fucking this kid, man. Come on. What do you think was gonna happen? Yeah.
Oh, no. That's not
like
right.
he just let him ghost ride into the lake.
Insta divorce. Nice, Rick.
Insta divorce.
Liz says
like
that looked like cheese whiz from the can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's just funny. And Darwin, go.
Ruh-roh.
Wee! He just got like pine needles to the face. He was kind of asking for that though. So, this is what a bus driver overheard on a school bus. Okay, So he wrote like all of them down. Okay, so do you know your dad's phone number? I want to have my dad call him. Yeah, it's 5. Okay, we call you tonight. Like, there's that. Okay, Anna, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to give that back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't wait. Like,
wrong direction.
I brought my phone so we can play games on the bus. The bus driver won't let us. I'll make sure he doesn't notice. Me, I can hear you. Like, that's the bus driver. I can totally hear you. My mommy says Target is a trap. You go there to get one shirt and you end up getting a new dress, a bikini, and some coffee bugs. I tell her she needs to stay on task, but she never listens. Bus driver, are you a giant? I am average height. Like, that's love how he has to put that. My mom moved to Indiana to get a job, but instead she met my dad, and the rest is history.
Wow.
When I was in first grade, I worked as a detective, but I quit because nobody believed me.
Really? I can't imagine why.
Asking the bus driver, "Are you a daddy?" "No, I'm not." "So you're a mummy?" "Note, I am a man with no kids," but that message didn't quite get through to the child asking the question. Had an 8-year-old boy shout, "My body, my choice," when I wouldn't let him sit in the seat he wanted to.
No.
He's not wrong.
No.
Bus driver, my brother threw trash out the window. You told me to. I didn't actually think you'd do it. A girl today told me she was younger, she'd make sure to eat all the garlic dipping sauce from Papa John's so she'd be safe from vampires.
Well, that's a good sister, a good friend.
Like, oh God, Biden wants to kill little people. He was either explaining abortion or warning of the coming midget genocide. He insulted my mom. He called her a 1997 Toyota. What?
Okay. That is definitely insulting. I would not want to be called a 1997
can't be
Toyota.
round because they would roll away. Anyway, how would you answer this question? What are cucumbers made of? Like, he still doesn't have an answer either.
Water.
Had a mainly
mostly water. Yeah.
Had a 7-year-old somehow teach a group of 5-year-olds to cluck on command. Then when a boy she didn't like boarded the bus, they all began clucking at him. Student, is that Target new? No, it's been there for as long as I can remember. Oh wow, that's a really long time. No, student was maybe 10 years younger than me. What time is it? 97. Okay.
Sure.
Bus driver, how old is your mom? She actually passed a few years ago. Oh, well, do you have any siblings? Yes, I have an older brother. Is he dead too?
What? Wait, what?
Damn.
Oh, well, again, these are kids. Kids can be such assholes. And also kids
can say
really
the
know.
darndest things.
Kids don't know. They have no filter.
Do you have ADHD? No, my TV has HDMI. Hey, bus driver, guess what? We're poor. Sister, no, we're not. Stop telling people that. Brother, okay, we have a little money. I spy with my little eyes something green. That paper, it's not green. Sorry, I'm colorblind. Then why are we playing this? Like, one just said, wow, you're ugly, to another student's mom. Jesus. One time I threw my shoe at a goose and he grabbed it and flew off. Actually, that was my shoe, and I still haven't forgiven you for that. What? I like you, bus driver. You're not ugly. I'm so hungry, I would even eat a pizza with pineapple. Heard a student's left a medical center that teaches about human biology. I wonder if my mom knows that stuff about dad. What? What could that mean? This was what? Your family is Chinese, but you've never had Panda Express?
Oh, that's yeah,
terrible.
That's like you're Italian, but you've never had.
You haven't been to Olive Garden?
Right.
Right. Do you have a crush on anyone? YouTube. He's speaking in scribble instead of gibberish. Have a good day. I will never have a good day at school. Santa is dead because when I was a kid, he came to my house and my mom shot him.
Wow.
Damn. A young Latina girl convinced a white boy that his name is Malachi, is Spanish for idiot. Malachi. There are ranks in life. I'm a pro. You guys are noobs. The bus driver is a god. I'm a superhero. Prove it. No, I can't let the bus driver see my powers. Last one. My dog got hit by a car yesterday, but somehow he's okay. My sister almost got hit by a car too, but that's okay because she's evil.
Well, sure.
A 6-year-old won a game of rock, paper, scissors because right before going, he told his opponent, make sure you play scissors this time, and his opponent obeyed.
Oh, come on.
When I grow up, I want to be a mayor. Being a mayor is a hard job. A lot of mayors die. I think being a plane driver would be a really hard job. You have to know which way is north.
Also true.
Oh.
Kids are smart.
God. Sure. But are dads smart? This is the question. The eternal question.
Still in the 2G era?
Thank you. Wait, what are you doing up there? You're supposed to be in bed. How did you get up there? You're not in bourbon, sir. Get out of there. What are you doing up there? Come here.
Oh my God.
What are you doing up there?
And he's handing him his liquor on top of it. You think that kid wasn't drinking first?
I'm the liquor, Randy. What are you doing up there?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Just, I feel like that. I feel like this is your video, only because of the ending. So here, you gotta pay attention.
Okay, I see the door sheets.
Watch the white one on the door bed. Yep. Wee.
You okay?
You okay? Whoa! I heard something. What happened? Like just you.
Yep, that's me.
Like running up the stairs, like because you heard like some crash above you. You know.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got? Oh, this one's good. Do you have one of these little microphones for the kid yet?
We have like 7 of them.
Nice.
You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Doink. Oh! Oh! Little fucker.
Little shit.
Little fucker.
Oh.
Yeah, Science, that boy definitely knew where his dad hung out. That's messed up.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Never let them know your last move.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Oh, we got the spinny.
It worked!
It did.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Youch. That's a tough crowd. Yeah.
Yep. This one's good. You'll like this one. She's obviously cleaning the car.
Oh no.
Like, oh, you
Yeah,
want dirt
let
in
me
here?
help you. Let me help you out.
You look like you have fun cleans. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that. Sorry. And action.
I sat here and posed for like 10 minutes. Let me see the product.
Oh boy.
Is that me?
Huh?
No, it's nice. It's so nice. Oh, I've never looked. Ooh, where were you? Where were you when it was time for senior photos?
Mommy, I don't think it looks good.
It is fantastic. Oh my God, what's that? Is that hyperpigmentation?
Hyperpigmentation.
Okay. You know what? I've never seen nothing like this before. I just want you to just keep it up.
That's
okay?
mean.
Daddy don't know what he's doing anyway. That's how
Daddy
you say
don't know what he's doing anyway.
Who's Daddy laughing?
That's how you say it's a good drawing in French. Did you hear?
Oh my God.
He's having a like downward dog his laughter
He's
out real
fucking
quick.
dying. That's great.
This was just adorbs. Oh, he's ice cream, but us tired. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I buy eat ice creams. Oh, but tires. I'm tired. I might go sleepies. Oh, but eat the ice cream.
Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's cold. Every time it touches his forehead. Why is he eating ice cream in bed? And that thing is awfully like not melty for an ice cream. I have to say.
For ice cream?
Oh, I'm tired. No, I gotta eat. No. Oh, there's still 40 seconds left. Holy crap.
Yep.
He's totally.
Which is like, the parent is just on the other side of this, just fucking
laughing their ass off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what an
the
asshole
swipe!
of a
He got a
parent.
swipe in. Oh, it's in the hair.
What an asshole of a parent. You know what?
Oh, it got in the hair.
Parent deserves it. 141 comments.
Did the parent deserve this though? And action.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know how he thought he was going to get it down somewhere.
No, watch the kid.
No, I get that, but like, what was the original plan?
Was to like hand it to this guy because it's like massive. You could just like swing it down.
I get it, but
and then this guy could get it.
I'm guessing it's probably too heavy to do that, but maybe not.
No, it's like a flat screen.
Okay. Wow, that's $3,000 down the drain. $3,000 down the drain.
I help
there
you.
goes your summer camp, kid.
I know, right? This one's good. And
look at this smile.
I know, right? He like
that kid's gonna catch a
with the
beating.
stick to beat the child. Yeah, he was like, fucking. This one's fucking great. Like Colin was in fucking went to a
Dominican
wedding
Republic?
in the Caribbean, you know, and I just felt like he had to have been doing this. You know? Like, all right, we suntan and I'll finally get that
Oh,
all over
God.
complexion.
Oh.
Like, that's fucking great.
Oh,
fuck.
that kind of goes hard
That's
a little bit.
hilarious. It does, but it's fucking funny. This I brought for crab. This is a crab video.
Did you know that crabs can make noise? Yeah, I had no idea until I got one. So Casper here is a Halloween moon crab, and they don't live in the water or anything. They dig in the dirt, but they do have to keep their gills moist. And so sometimes if
Moist.
you like put water on them, then they'll start to like moisten their gills, or if they'll like dip in water, you can hear it. It is the coolest noise ever. We'll see if you hold still. But it kind of sounds like but yeah, let's see.
Hey, I'm a fucking crab. I'm walking here. Fuck.
Isn't that so cool? It's not mic feedback.
Oh, God. God.
A little bit of fixed by the duet.
Oh, crab. Oh, crab. The stuff we do.
I'm fucking walking here. So, this was the Camp Dada hidden video. You know, I don't know if you saw it. It was crazy. We never heard back from this guy either. What?
Hey.
I
wonder why.
Why you camping in the gator house? Why you do that?
No sound, but
Like,
okay.
look at him. Look at all of them. Oh my God.
That's a bunch of them.
Like, look at all the eyeballs. Look at eyeballs for days.
Teeth.
Like, what is happening?
That crab is apparently from Staten Island, according to Rick Scholas. That's probably accurate.
Staten Island, huh?
I'm fucking walking here.
It could be the Bronx.
Could be Jersey.
Could be. Bro woke up and shows violence.
E rapaziada, comando o monstro. Qual que é a fita, caramelo? Ah não, tio. Qual que é a fita, João?
Wow. He starts barking at him.
Sure.
We got Kitty.
You got this, buddy. No, he's gonna make it.
You got this.
Oh, he's not gonna make it.
Care Bear.
Oh.
You okay?
Care Bear.
Where are you? He's mad.
Drowning?
No.
He
Come
drowning?
on, buddy. Come here.
No, he's just
Come
wet.
here. Come here and let me dry you.
Oh, he's just mad. That was literally the cat yelling. Ow!
Yeah.
Ow! Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's hysterical.
What's the name of the cat?
He's gonna make it.
There's Care Bear.
Oh shit. Care Bear.
Care Bear.
You okay?
It's Care Bear.
Oh, it's Care
Where are
Bear.
you? He's no. Come on, buddy.
He's mad. Sounds like a kid.
Come here. Come.
Oh, he's so upset.
He's so mad.
Wet.
Wait.
Nice.
Right. That was late.
Here's one.
Delayed kitty.
When they tell you you're only allowed to take one bite.
Nice.
I love how they slowed that down. Like,
impressive.
Like, it was Kirby. Not to be confused with Furby. You know? Oh, which one's this one? Oh, I remember this one. It's Lizard Boy. Lizard Boy wanted egg?
Yeah.
Egg!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Hey now.
Like, I know I got some people in chat on that one. I know I did.
You got me. Oh.
Yep. Oh
What?
shit! The Furbies heard us.
What the?
This is
the peacock Furby.
I don't know what this is. Honestly, this looks like one of those like realistic depictions of angels.
What?
Like
what
it's
in
the Furbiest. Furby. What?
Nice.
What?
Houston, I think we might have a problem.
Now what do I do? Can opener? Maybe? Although that's gonna be fun if you shake up the can and try the can opener.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's compressed. I don't know if I would use the can opener because the thing might go flop.
So this is what happened during the storm. Just in case people didn't know how fucking crazy these things are.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Like that's with water getting in your house. Let's watch what happens when it's still outside your house and wants to get in.
It's right through that door. Hi, door.
Like. Yeah, I would run too. But anyway, you like tennis?
Sure. My wife likes tennis.
Okay. And 4.
Ouch. 2. More like 2. That's an old Rodney
0
Dangerfield
love.
line. No love. That's right. He gets no love. Oh.
0 love. So you saw this one. I just feel like everyone else should bask in this man's glory.
Oh God.
He does hold the record.
Legend. Absolute legend.
Second out. Yep, that's the 10. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ten seconds.
That's I counted 29. I probably missed one along the way.
In 20 seconds or so. And one dude.
Impressive.
Yeah. Speaking of one dude.
Oh yes, it is. Speaking of which, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Save the tatas. That's right, signs.
They definitely should be saved. All right. Please tell me how would you say your mental focus? Did you see this?
No.
Did you see this yet? Oh, we're going on a ride. So just try to follow the bouncing ball inside Biden's brain.
What would you say your mental focus is?
Oh, it's focused. I think it's, I haven't, look, I have trouble even saying to myself, my own head, the number of years. I no more think of myself as being as old as I am than fly. I mean, it's just not, I haven't observed anything in terms of, there's not things I don't do now that I did before, whether it's physical or mental or anything else.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Huh?
Okay, Joe.
Are you okay?
Okay. Somebody get him some.
Look,
somebody get him some pudding.
Tapioca. He needs tapioca right
pudding,
now.
Stat.
Yep. So, I feel like this guy must have talked about like Hillary Clinton a little too much, you know?
Oh.
Loosen the bolt somewhere.
Oh. Sabotage.
He's like trying to figure it out, I guess. He's like, all right, no, I gotta screw this down.
Oh, I fucked it up.
He's like, oh, that does hurt though.
Operator error. Yep, that definitely happened. Oh, impaled. He's lucky he didn't get impaled.
Yeah, like I think he just barely like.
Yeah, just missed his throat too. That could have hurt.
I love when rich assholes get what's coming to them. It's always funny. So these guys have like stopped traffic to
take their Instagram shot. Right.
Yeah. Of their gold fucking plated BMW.
Oh, please tell me something's taking that door right off.
Better. Some fucking saint of a man. You know? Fucking baseball bats that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I'm fucking walking in.
Yeah. Only in New York, man.
Fucking God bless that man. I'm gonna patre at Feely. What?
Riley. Oh boy.
Oh, auto farts. All right, so this is why you don't drill into a gas tank when there's gas still in it.
Drilling in the gas tank.
Oh.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
Yeah, put it on the ground. That's smart.
I'm on fire. Is this, did we start the bang? On fire, Ricky. You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby.
Where's your extinguisher, bro?
Oh, you're definitely on fire.
There it is.
There you go. What happens when you use the whole can? Oh shit, he's got a worker.
Oh my god.
Bro, you got a working structure fire there. God. You're fucked. Get out of that building.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
You were talking about that. What were they doing with the shoe earlier? Right? Well, now you're going to learn how to defend against Los Chanclas.
Today I'm going to be demonstrating how to defend yourself if your mom ever comes swinging at you with a sandal.
I love he's got the bulletproof vest on.
So let's say you did something wrong, right? And she swings at you. Pop. Now you have wrist control. What you want to do now is move the trajectory of the sandal away from your face and then pivot inward. From here, you can either break her arm, what I like to do, around.
Flip her.
Now she's disarmed and you have full control. Hey! Show me. Okay, guys,
that's my mom.
Actual mom. Let's do this one more time. So let's say she swings at you, right?
Fucking good.
Nice. Yeah, way to grab that wrist, dude. I don't think your wrist control worked very well.
Things are
personally.
Things are getting a little weird now that the Nord Stream pipeline got sabotaged.
Dude. Anybody seen European Vacation? Clark Griswold did this. Clark Griswold did this dance and punched people in the face while he did it. That was that's what that made me think of immediately. In Lederhosen, no less. It was great. If you have not seen if you have not seen National Lampoon's European Vacation, highly recommended. Highly recommend. That's Big Ben, Parliament. So many great lines and scenes out of that movie.
Japan has a new game for all of us to play.
It's Japanistan Animation. What?
Japanistan Animation. Cool beans.
Are those like pandas? Are they dressed like pandas? the hell is that shit? Who's gonna be the next one? King of the Mountain. What?
Yep, pretty much.
What in the hell? Is that what that was? Like literally like King of the Mountain?
I guess, yeah.
Wow.
Like that.
Damn. King of the Mountain.
Oh, yeah, this one. This one's great. What? Okay,
what?
there we go.
Is this John Boy?
Complaining I had ad blocker on.
Is this a John Boy cast?
It's not. It does have sound though. Just give me a minute. I'm getting the buttons. And action.
Well, I think my work here is done for today. See you tomorrow. I think my work here is done for today.
Nope.
See you tomorrow. Nice. I think my work here is done for today.
Nope.
See you tomorrow. Well,
like that's funny. That's funny right there. Again, hurricanes be crazy. What are you doing?
Oh my God! What the hell was that?
Wind?
No, what
and
hit
like
him?
A big steel
plate. Yes, but
like it's like
no!
It's like
hey now,
plywood or
you don't do that.
You know,
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's
don't
not
do
good.
that.
This is just like mud bicycling.
Nice.
Like over the handlebars, full
Bro,
scorpion
like
through the
literally,
mud.
isn't there a meme of a guy sticking his head in the ground? I swear, if you freeze that for a moment, you can capture the moment. There it is.
Want that right
the
there?
exact moment that dude's head is completely submerged under mud. That's awesome.
Like
that's awesome. That's awesome.
That's awesome. You want to go do karate in the garage? Dude, what the fuck is the future's fucked up.
That is creepy.
But wait, there's more. He's got fucking 2.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Why?
Wait.
Because of the movie
Why?
Her? Because of the movie Her.
I guess. Terrifying. Terrifying.
Is that a
You
kid
wake up
hanging
and
off
that
the
thing
back?
staring at you?
No,
this
that's
right
not a
here,
kid. Is he riding a cooler?
Yes.
Nice.
Like an American legend.
It was at this moment that Garrett knew. He fucked up.
Oh,
fuck.
Oh, Garrett. Oh, I'm sorry, Garrett.
It was at this moment that Garrett knew.
He fucked up. Yes. Great commentary. Love it.
Fucking Garrett.
Oh, the Rick Solis. My name is Bud.
My name is Mud.
Not to be accused, Billy Jack or Jet. My name is Mud.
Again, the future is fucked up. What?
Go get your COVID shots, everybody.
Like, what is that?
Go get vaccinated in a hurricane. What? Wait, what? Prepare for that hurricane and go get vaccinated immediately. Wait, what the?
Why does this look like a supervillain that, like, anyway, that's why. Again, I ask why.
I've asked why many a day.
Parkour?
I love parkour.
Parkour?
Yeah, we couldn't show the one that he showed me earlier. That was really bad.
Oh my God.
I think the guy might not have lived.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like a lot of blunt force trauma, I have to admit. And uppies.
Okay. Okay.
And downies.
Oh, down. Yeah, that's a fake.
Dad was trying to make a cool video for his kids, though, you know?
Dude, secure your railings before you do that shit.
You want to learn how to unparallel park?
Very well. I know how to do that. Boom! I think he's gonna... Uh-oh. Oh, that's one way. Drift out of the spot? Badass.
How fucking dope is that?
That's pretty badass, I have to say.
And how much of your tire did you have to waste to do that?
All of it?
At least, right? Just has no tread left anymore. What could go
he has
wrong?
He has no tire left. I think we've done this one before with the bag.
We've done many like it.
We've done many
with
the plastic bag. There are many like it, but this one is ours. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh. You better be in for a penny, in for a pound. Oh no. Better go in the water. Oh, poor guy.
Oh, fuck.
That poor guy.
You should have got a bigger bag, I guess.
Fail is right, Rick. Wow. We got about 5 more, guys. And we're then we're gonna
not that long. So this was on the Moscow Metro, in case you New Yorkers felt like y'all were crazy.
Fiorella, did you see this? Dude, sucking face with a pigeon?
This doesn't sound
like... Dude. Okay, put that tongue back in your head, bro. Is that pasta? Did he go visit Fee in Moscow?
It's probably Fee. Fee's probably the one recording.
And lick the bird on the metro?
Fucker.
Come on, dude.
So
r/WTF.
went from oh shit to oh shit real fast. And oh fuck. All right. Like, dude. What? So you
hydraulically lowered.
I mean, I think it was his jack slipped or something.
No, it went too fast.
And like conks him in the head on the way down.
It went too fast. No, it didn't go fast enough for the jack to slip.
Okay.
No, when he leaked out the hydraulic fluid, it came down. He opened up the hydraulic fluid.
That makes sense.
And then it just pressed right down. That was holding that thing up.
So you know how we like to end on things, right?
Oh, that's a great bang. Yeah. Look at his face. Look how happy he is. Look how happy that guy is.
38, bullied at work, wanted to go out with a bang, so stole 170,000 pounds from his bosses and spent it all in one weekend on cocaine and prostitutes.
Rick with the good point. Dude. Pasta is vegan.
Yep. Pasta's vegan, though. He just loves animals, man.
Love you, Pasta.
So anyway,
by the way, check out the Convo Couch. They're down in Brazil covering the elections this week. They've done some great work with Bolsonaro and Lula.
Yep. And I've covered many a Brazilian thing on tonight's show because Brazil be crazy.
Brazil be cray. Shout out to Glenn Greenwald.
Yep. So
hope David's recovering.
Yep. So here we go. We end on bangs, right?
We do like bangs. Fire. Wait. What? Did she just knock the alcohol into the fire? Wow.
Yep. Like, I gotta put kids out.
Oh boy.
Like,
again?
You know.
Oh, not
everyone's
again.
generally okay.
Not again.
You know. But like, what the fuck? All right, I got this one. Just again, just don't try to explode stuff for science with children.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
Go away, go away.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty.
Is he doing a dab? Oh no.
Do boop. No, he's lighting thermite, trying to. That's like one of those to be continued memes.
Go away, go away.
You know?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty safe here.
I'm pretty safe here. That's totally the end of a Seinfeld episode, by the way.
So I did look. I made sure everyone was okay. Okay. That's not what you're thinking. It's apparently the barrel.
Whoa. He was not supposed to go flying, would be my guess.
I think the barrel moved him. Like, I don't think that's him. I think the thing that you see move is part of the barrel.
Oh no, I think that might have been him going flying that fast.
It's the barrel.
Okay.
I like looked.
Oh my god.
And like that's like a
oh yeah, that's a piece of the
part
barrel.
Of the barrel.
Right, that's a piece of the barrel from inside. Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone was okay.
That's good.
I made sure.
And he's okay.
Yep. But that is fucking wild. Whee!
Some also went straight up in the air. I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway.
All right.
That's both, everybody. Everybody.
All right.
It's me, Harry Carey.
Hi, everybody. What's going on? Dude, Jesse Jett, by the way, king of Harry Carey impressions. So good.
So fucking good.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Again, I will go back and I will implore you once more to visit and bookmark the IndieMediaAwards.com. We will be live streaming on all of our BAT channels on Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Stay tuned to all of our social medias for updates on when that's going to be and how. But again, I've been doing this a long time, and really the only awards that I know of in this space are the Serena Shim Award, of course, and most of the people in our space have won that over years. There's the Streamy Awards that I remember TYT was always very excited to get, and a Webby Award. Yeah, exactly. Reef is choking because that's about the quality of those, on top of the fact that they're fan voted and you can vote as many times as you want, and it doesn't really recognize excellence in independent journalism. So I figured, as a guy who literally curates and reads this stuff every day,
Jinx.
I don't, I thought I was in a pretty unique position to be able to put out and decide. And since I'm gonna give these amazing journalists and content creators, even though some of them will hate to be called content creators, we want to recognize the work that they've done. And again, even if it's a small token, a few people out there. So go check that out, bookmark it, follow, subscribe, share it, tell everybody you know about it, tell your friends. And so for tonight, and I will see you Friday night, but until then, I know Reef's got INN News Wednesday night. Tuesday night, we're going to do a show with Jesse, American Tradition. Don't put the timer up. And then Friday night, we're going to do the awards at 10, Reefer After Dark immediately after. And my guess is there will likely be a secret show with Uncle Warren at 12:15. Maybe, maybe not, maybe delayed a little bit. Maybe he'll hook us up because we're going to push this back a little.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say to, again, continue to, well, your little thing is not going to quite be appropriate anymore, but I'm going to say to question everybody's motivations, but
keep listening to what little birds have to tell you, everyone. Good night.
I think I liked it better being blind, when I couldn't read between the lines, and when I couldn't see the cracks in the structure that lay bare before me the whole time. I think I liked it better back when I suspended disbelief and swallowed pride. I thought I knew the difference in the red from the blue, but they both bleed us so dry. They both bleed us so dry.
My favorite songs don't hit the same way. I get to the end of a 4-minute track and I'm only looking back thinking, what did they actually say? So I try to